You know, guys, if you're saying that life is boring, probably because to you, life is boring because you don't have a background music, not like what I have here. You want to see what I got? I got my so-called music tea yoga. This is where I have my relaxation after work. Instead of going to the yoga, instead of going somewhere out there, I spend my 30 minutes in here or even 1 hour just to have the relaxation. And I developed the habit that, wow, music and tea is perfectly an anti-stress formula for an overseas Filipino worker like me here in my job site in a communist country, China. You want to see what I get, guys? Friends! So let me introduce you to my MTY. This is my setup, music tea yoga, my second setup for listening to the music, and not only for listening to the music but enjoying the tea. This is a Chinese tea plus the ambience and the appearance of my second setup in here, which is I intentionally to be stand up, and the main reason is that because I wanted to be healthy as a part of the Lean Body Project, the kind of project that I no longer talk about in this YouTube channel because I'm so and so. But the main reason really is that 80% of the time facing the computer, take a call, emails, IMs, Teams, meetings, so on and so forth. It's already 80% I'm sitting down in my chair in the office, and they say that it's not good. It's like, you know that? This is a nice body in here wherein I can see the response of my voice. That really makes me relax, you know, what's like synchronized with my brain. It got several effects also like that. It looks like that it's really a kind of tool that when I'm listening to the music, it's even make me relax. And I've got a live music actually in here. Let's see that. It can help but grow roses too. So I've got a mobile phone in here, which is a source of music, and then connected to the Bluetooth, and then Bluetooth to the Tube B1 from FX Audio. This is a company in China that makes a small but terrible power amplifier, and they have that kind of product way back in 2017. They have the Tube B1. I'm using this one to amplify the signal from my mobile phone, and we get also the left and the right speaker, which is will convert the electrical signal into a sound waves which we can hear right now. And I'm displaying actually still in the music. I'm displaying actually this the digital analog tape, which I bought it when my first time to come here in Hong Kong way back in the 1990, I can't remember anymore. This was the first time that I came here in Hong Kong. It's remind me that I actually save some money in order for me to buy the duct tape plus the player. I don't know where's the player right now. Now, let's go back to the tea portion. So the tea portion is actually good for the health. You mean you're combining with the music, that's even good because it's really make you to relax. So the way I'm going to do the tea is I'm trying to simulate, not to simulate, I'm trying to just copy the way the Chinese is doing, like raising this kind of when they're pouring tea, they're raising like that. So just follow it. Is a kind of manners and etiquette. Before I'm going to take a latte, which we're going to cold the tea, I better drink it because they say that keep the tea warm and don't drink it when it's cold because you lose the spirit of the tea and I'm going to do that. I normally drink it with two hands. Some people will going to drink it just with the left hand or the right hand. But I try to follow what the Owishan people, the Owishan mountain people told me to drink it. You know, I can actually put this one directly, but again, it's like a manners and etiquette. They don't do that, so they have to put this in a small pot and then put it this way. This is just like a serving teapot. Let's try that again. It's the higher the better, with a little bit of a sound but without splashing it, and that's how they do it. So I'm just copying it, following it like a copy and paste. I hope I can do that. I'll try to do it with my single hand. Just do it like this, and we do it this way, sip by sip. You know, guys, I never ever experienced that there is a cheers in tea. Like if you guys are drinking tea and you're gonna get someone and say, "Hey, cheers!" or what they call it in Chinese, "Ganbei" or "Sui." That seems not applicable in drinking tea. It's just like they do like this, ha 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 ha, and then they drink it with the kind of manners and etiquette again. But you know, guys, there are more to see in my setup rather than the amplifiers, this spectrum analyzer in here, the TV speakers, and of course the red wine. I can tell you also about this called, you know, I don't know, whatever your perception is, but every morning or before I'm going to bed, I just have to touch it like this, and I say to myself, get me rich, get me rich, get me health, good health, get me have a good family, get me have a nice job. And those are the 4 wishes that I have for the 4 faces Buddha. Guys, I know what you're thinking right now. For Christianity, Catholicism, or whatever, you might think that I've gone crazy already here, being an overseas Filipino worker here in mainland China, in a communist country. And you might think that I already surrendered my faith, but it's not actually. Actually, I have a video about questioning about the practice of Christianity and Catholicism in terms of believing. Out of respect to my fellow Christians, but before you judge me, please hear me out. That is questionable to you that I came here over to Thailand to ask the gods of the universe some kinds of blessing, instead of I ask the gods of the Catholic life to give me much blessing. But it looks like that the gods of the Catholic life is not listening. I actually traveled to Bangkok to visit this what's so called the 4 faces Buddha, and I request whoever this Buddha is, and I request for a work, money, family, and health, and the result so far is much better actually, and that is why I put it in here. I put it in here that every morning or nighttime I just say thank you for the blessing, thank you for the blessing. That's a kind of things that I've been practicing after the COVID-19, which I'm luckily I survived after I hit several times of that COVID-19. I think some are serious, some are not, just I'm still alive. That's why I'm doing this video right now. It's a kind of lucky stuff in here. I bought it somewhere in the another sacred mountain, which is called the Hansan or the Mount Han, which is inside is rice and gold, something like they told me that I'm not going to show this because it's going to offset that kind of lucky. So I can just tell you that inside there is a rice, and also it's a kind of a four like any stone, a golden stone, and then put it right here. There is a name in here. I cannot also understand and read it. It's Chinese, and it will give you a lot in terms of wealth, and that is why I put it right here on my left speaker, which is I got here from Bangkok, from the Four Faces Buddha, and another one which is a wealth, whatever you call it, in my left speaker. So whenever I listen to the music, it will going to amplify that kind of blessing from Bangkok and from the second sacred mountain in China, from Mount Hang or Mount Henshan. And the last two one I have here in my second setup is all about, they call it The Financial Freedom by Robert T. Kiyosaki, which is, I have 4 of these actually, like Poor Dad, Rich Dad, those kinds of brainwashing financial freedom. And you know why I have those? This is gonna be my inspiration for me to concentrate more on having more money. Again, it's money. We're talking about money right now, and I wanted to learn about financial freedom, and that is a part of my setup in here, which is beyond yoga actually. Music, tea, yoga, plus brainwashing and Rich Dad and Poor Dad. You can call that again with these kinds of what we call this as a kinds of I forget already what is it. And the last one, of course, is a red wine. Red wine is actually good for the health if you can manage it zip by zip. If I'm not having the tea, I'm having the red wine. This is used traditionally from China to drink with the motai. You can see the one. It's just this big. It's actually used for motai, but I found it out to be very nice for drinking red wine, which means to say that a little by little while enjoying the music. It's really nice. It feels like I'm being I'm being healed by the power of the red wine. I think I can able to have like 10 small glass like this, which don't get me drunk, but it pour me up. It's like it feels good in the stomach. When you have this small with like spacing like 3-4 minutes while enjoying the music, it's really filled your hunger in your stomach, and that's really awesome. The whole thing about my second setup for the audio, it's called again the music tea yoga with all the stuff that I described in here. It's really relaxing. What about you guys? What do you got there as your anti-stress form? What do you got? Show me sometimes. Is it okay?